Hello everyone, welcome to our channel TheLiveEngineers. Today we are going to create one beautiful background slider like this from scratch using the HTML, CSS and a little bit of JavaScript. To begin with the project, first we will create one index.html and a style.css and index.js file inside our directory. In the index.html file, we will create a standard boilerplate using the exclamation mark, and we will rename the title as our channel name. You can write as your own. Next, we will create one div with the class name of slider container. Then inside of this container, again we will create one div with the class name of slide, and we will use a style tag inside of this div, and we will give property as background image. To use the images, I will download it from Google Chrome. You can use as your images. So let me first download all the images. Next, in the URL, we will enter the first link of the images. Open the live server to see the result. Copy down the images multiple times so that we can change the images according to our need, and change the names of the images. We will start styling by the basics. Inside the universal selector, give margin 0, padding 0 and box height border box. Then link the CSS file to the HTML. In the HTML at the bottom of the div, create one button with the class name of arrow, and inside it add one more class name, that is arrow left. Similarly, copy it down and give the class name as arrow right. In the CSS, we will apply some styling to the body tag, display flex, justify content center, align item center, height of 100 ph, margin of 0, color of white and background color of black. Now we will select the slider container, and inside it we will give position as relative, width of 70 pw, height of 70 ph, border of 2 pixels solid yellow so that we can see it, and overflow hidden. Now let's style the slides to make them stack and transition smoothly. To it, we will give styling to the slide, position absolute, top 0, left of 0, height of 100%, width of 100%, background size cover, background position center, opacity of 0, and a transition. Now we will add an active class to one image so that we can see the result, and to the active class we will give opacity as 1. Now you can see the result on the display. Now the images are positions on top of each other. By default they are transparent. Now we will start the styling of navigation button. To it, we will select the arrow class. We give position as fixed, a background color of linear gradient, color of white, padding of 15 pixels, border none, border radius of 50%. It will become the circle type, box height of 0, 4 pixel, 8 pixel, and opacity of 0.2 with the color of black, top of 50% so that it will become in the center. Transform translate y to center in the y-axis, cursor of pointer, and transition. Now we will add some hover effect to the navigation buttons. To position the left and right arrow correctly, we will give a class name as left arrow and right arrow. To the left arrow we will give left as 10 pixel, and to the right arrow we will give right as 10 pixel. Now the styling part is completed. Now we will start giving some scripting to it. Let's link the JavaScript file to handle the functionality. Using the query selector, we will select the left button, right button, and the slides. To select the slides, we will use the query selector all, and we will give the class name as .slide. And similarly to the left and right arrow, we will use the query selector getElement by ID, and we will give the ID name. Now let active slide is equal to 0. So we will start with the 0. Now we will add the functionality to the left and right buttons. To add the functionality, we will use the add event listener, and in the add event listener we will use the click event listener. We will add it to the left and right button. Inside of the add event listener, we will call a function that is update slider. Now we will create a function that is update slider. Inside of the update slider function, we will use the for each method on slide and index to toggle the class list of active on each click on the arrow button. And lastly, we will call the update slider function. But now as we can see, all the functionalities are working correctly, but in the background the image are repeating for the infinite time, that is for the multiple time. So we are forgetting one thing in the style before the body. So we will add the styling in it: content blank, position of absolute, top of 0%, left of 0%, width of 100%, and height of 100 ph with the z index of -1. And also in the body tag we will give background position as center and background size as cover, and that we will add a transition for the smooth transitioning. Now all the things are working correctly and you can see the final result as it is shown. Now before finishing of the project, we can see that this arrow is not looking correctly. So we can go on Google Chrome and search that arrow code in HTML, and we can get a UTF code and we can use in our code. Now as you can see, the buttons are looking correctly. We can just add a font size or something to make it bigger. So if we give 30, then it is getting bigger, so we will give 21. Okay, that is correct. So now a background is looking so bright, so we will give a background of less opacity. So now it is looking correct. So as you can see, this is the final result of our project. So that's it for today. We have built a fully functional background slider with a smooth transition and navigation. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Live Engineers channel, and let me know in the comment that what project you would like to see next. See you next time.